Hey guys, it's the middle of January and I finally came out to check out our trail that we're working on. It's been like 6 months since I've last been here. So it's nice to finally see how it looks, and I mean, it's as it was expected. It's winter time, it's covered in leaves, there's trees and branches falling over. The good thing is that there's no ferns and all that crap in the way, so we can actually clear things way easier now. So I think now is the perfect time to get to work and finish our trail before the spring comes and everything grows in.
Spoiler alert, it was not done by the springtime.
So this is what we gotta work on next here. So this will be a berm. We're gonna jump out of here. Be kind of like maybe a bit of a shark fin landing. And then we're gonna go into a nice big jump here.
I've also been doing a lot more scouting, and I have about half of the whole trail planned out right now. I know exactly where it's gonna end, so now it's just a matter of finding the most fun way down the mountain. But now, since everything is covered by leaves, let's just clean this up so it looks a lot better. So for today's video, we're going to be focusing on building up this whole jump as well as the berm after it. So let's get started clearing all this away.
All right, let's take a bit of a look at what we're working with here. So we've got that jump, landing, who knows, maybe around here. So we're gonna berm into here. We can see we've got a really sharp corner, because if we're planning on having a lip there and then landing kind of up here, you can see how that looks like a really sharp corner and might not be very doable. Basically what I'm thinking is we may really need to dig in a lot more on the inside and just try to cut in as much as we can so that we can kind of jump up here maybe, as opposed to jumping there. It probably won't even work. I also think we need to push the lip further back, like maybe a few feet further back, so we can kind of gain that speed, have room to continue our turn into it and up the lip. All right, so we've got lots of stuff cleared away. Otherwise, what I'm thinking is we need to start working on this jump and the landing though. Because once we can get this jump and landing riding, that of course feeds us into here, and then we can truly see how this all feels. So we really know how to make this berm, make sure we can clear that jump. And this jump, I think, comes up way too soon, so we're definitely gonna wanna push this back. But for now, I'm just gonna start clearing this all away.
While I was still here by myself, I figured I'd get more of a head start clearing more trail, including the landing for this whole jump coming out of the berm, which will lead into the big booter jump. I also got help from some local teenagers. We fixed up the trail so that it all rides like it's supposed to.
Touched it up, looking pretty good. So we're just gonna ride it right now and then kind of gauge the speeds for that jump that we're gonna build.
So this big berm here at the beginning gives you quite a G out. It's pretty tight. I'm almost wondering if it's too tight, or maybe I just gotta get better at riding it. I wanna be able to exit with lots of speed. The goal with this build is that I don't wanna have to pedal at all through the entire trail. So I gotta make sure we exit with good enough speed.
Still getting used to that berm there.
Yeah, it's a sharp berm, huh?
Yeah.
So this part is quite fun. It's flown together really nicely. I like how you land, pump, berm. It comes at you all very quick. You don't really have much downtime for this trail at all, and that's kind of how I like to build it.
So every single one of us were casing this landing, so I think that means we're supposed to move it just a little bit closer so we don't have to struggle to clear this, and then kind of position ourselves a little bit better, get ready for that next jump a bit easier. We're gonna push this back just a little bit, honestly not even too much.
We ended up pushing the lip back just about 3 feet, so I think that's going to be a perfect change, and it should flow together a lot better now.
Excellent work.
So at this point, it's just a matter of figuring out where we should build the landing. We're going to use a little bit of a unique method to gauge where the landing should go. Since the jump is not too big, we're just gonna do some hucks to flat and see where we land. Though we're not going the same speed because we don't want to land too harshly, so we're taking all that into account.
Whoa, buddy. Yo.
That is not a good sound.
So this is a learning experience, but yeah, look, see, we're hitting the left of the lip a lot, which is why, yeah, it's kind of nice to widen the left side, but otherwise I think it's pretty good anyways. But I don't know, I was kind of, I like landed here. We were talking about the landing being like here. I don't know.
But also, I wouldn't want to put the landing too far because you could nose case.
I know. Kind of wondering if we should actually not put the landing here, but just a little bit earlier. We're talking about the top would be up to here, so you need to be far enough that you'd make the top of it. So I kind of wonder if the landing should actually be like here.
Yeah.
You actually, because you know what we could do? We build something up so that it's like this high, soft dirt, then ride it, send it, and we can do it because we're not going to land flat. Yes. And then we can gauge like, oh, a little bit further, a little bit back.
Yeah.
Now, I would prefer this jump be a bit longer and bigger, but there's really only so much you can do with this tight space. We'll definitely be fitting bigger jumps in further down the trail. So we are quickly putting together a rough little landing, and let's ride it again and see where we're at. But then at this point, we seem to be having troubles with the berm right before it. Now that we were really trying to come in with all the speed possible, we were finding the berm a little slick and not built up properly.
I slipped there too.
So we were having some problem hitting that jump, but we figure it's because this berm really was torn up before, so I fixed it up, packed it up better, kind of shaped it out a little bit better. It's really important to keep your speed through here because that's what was messing us up. I just cleared it. I landed on the very top, so keep all your speed.
Yes, this trail is going to be pretty tight, and I am actually going to rate this as a double black trail once it's all done. Not just because of some of the size of the features we'll do in the future, but also because of how tight and technical it can get. This jump may not be that big, but you really got to hit that berm before it just right in order to keep all the speed you need to clear this.
Okay, let's see if this berm works any better.
With more tweaks to the berm and the lip, we're able to go even farther.
So coming to this berm here, it does look like we're gonna need more room here, so I'm gonna have to clear out some of this stuff.
I kind of like working on multiple things at the same time, so I can always keep the bigger picture in mind. I'm getting the next berm already, and there's one really heavy rock to remove too.
That is a big rock. Oh, that's heavy. So after our test riding, I think we're gonna move this in about a foot, maybe even 1.5 feet. That should be about perfect.
Because once we build up the landing and the dirt is at the proper height, I think we should be landing in a good spot.
Oh ho ho!
That's perfect.
I want to kind of fix up this thing too, because you know what I'm thinking? Is that maybe this roller is almost too big?
Yeah.
Like actually tame down the roller, especially like at least on this side. Because when you really pump down, you're giving yourself lots of weight, and then you have more potential to slide, which is what was happening. All right, I think this looks pretty sweet. So I'm curious what this is gonna feel like now. All right, nice. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you landed right here.
You had so much speed.
I was sick.
I don't think you needed to pedal.
No, I gave it a pedal.
Yeah, you didn't need to there.
I didn't need to.
You looked really good on the berm.
Yeah, it was a lot better.
You're stoked? But we should make it higher.
Oh, higher.
I want to make it higher. Yeah. All right.
Yo, that was sick. Oh, that's way better than landing flat.
Yeah. And so how does that whole berm feel then?
So much better.
Nice.
Like the little change made it so much better.
Nice.
I kind of went a little higher there.
Whoa, no, what happened?
I slipped the pedal.
All right, so the jump is riding pretty well. I'm gonna say let's move on to that berm and see how it all links together. With the help of a whole bunch of local kids, we made quick work of this berm, and now it's time to test ride it.
Yeah, dude.
That felt good.
It works good, eh?
Yeah. Oh, that burn is sick.
It looks like you kind of like sink in a bit, and this is like almost harder patch. Like you kind of rise up and then down.
It's almost like you turn twice in the breath.
I'm stoked that this berm is working really well. Everyone is able to carry their speed out of it and clear the jump just fine. But if you don't hit the berm just right,
Oh my god.
Oh,
there are consequences.
that was scary, dude. What the heck?
So this berm after the jump is riding okay, but we can tell already there's some adjustments that need to be made. Of course, it's gonna have to get packed in a bit better and smoothed out so there's a more gradual curve to it.
Oh. Yeah, I've seen a number of people do that. Yeah. Yeah, you really gotta like pump. That's the thing.
So my original vision was that this jump would be bigger than it actually is, but once you build things and you piece it all together, you start to realize like, oh, maybe this feature can't be quite like I thought because you have to get ready for the next feature. This trail is pretty tight, so that's just how it works. But honestly, it's actually getting easier and easier to get speed into this lip, so I kind of feel like maybe we could eventually make the landing a little bigger, a little taller, or farther out.
What I want to find out now is how does the trail Boost and Roost look? Since it's been quite some time since we were here last. Okay guys, so it's now November 2021. We haven't worked on this since the spring of 2021. I think we should get back to work, don't you think? Again, we got lots of raking, cleaning up to do again, but this berm still wasn't really finished.
I hope you guys are enjoying this video series. Stay tuned for the next episode in the Boost and Roost build. So far the trail is a lot of fun. Everyone's loving it. And I can't wait to open this thing to the public so that all of you can come and ride it as well. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. Tell me what you'd like to see on this trail. Give a like and subscribe for more cool videos like this. Thanks everyone for watching. I will see you guys next time.